Hi everyone! I spent 3 days in Stockholm over the June bank holiday, and it turned out to be a pretty exciting time, with the Stockholm Marathon happening during our visit. We flew from Dublin to Stockholm, then took a bus from the airport to the city center. Surprisingly, the weather was incredibly hot for early June. It's North Europe and even further north than Ireland, so I didn't expect that level of warmth. For accommodation, we stayed in an Airbnb for the first couple of nights, then booked an airport hotel for the final night. Our flight back to Ireland was super early in the morning, around 5 or 6 a.m., so staying close to the airport made things much easier. Stockholm's public transportation is excellent, especially the metro system. The metro stations are famous for their cave-like tunnels and striking murals. Each station is like a mini art gallery with bright colors, unique designs, and textured cave walls. It was really cool, literally, to be underground in summer, where it stayed cool in the rock. And the metro stations are fantastic spots for photos. Stockholm itself felt a bit more crowded than Dublin, at least in the city center, but outside the main areas it's pretty calm. The museums in Stockholm generally have entrance fees, which are a bit pricey, so I skipped those this time around. Day 1. Shopping, seafood, and local flavors. On the first day, we went to a shopping mall, which had a lot of great spots to explore. There was a small seafood restaurant where we tried some classic Swedish fish soup, which was delicious. Stockholm is known for its seafood, and this soup really lived up to its reputation. It had a rich flavor, and we could even get refills once we finished the first bowl. Such a great treat. I also tried an ice cream, which was really tasty. The fresh seafood in Stockholm is definitely worth trying, especially if you are a fan of fish dishes. Day 2. Cruising on Viking Line. On the second day, we went on a cruise from Stockholm to Åland Island, which is technically part of Finland but has Swedish roots. The ferry ride was amazing, with modern interiors and plenty of amenities like shops and cafes, so it was easy to relax and enjoy the journey. In June, the days are extremely long here. It's bright outside at 10 p.m., which makes it hard to adjust to sleeping. This gave me a new appreciation for what it must be like in midwinter when there's hardly any daylight. Or on June 23rd, the longest day of the year. Living with that much darkness or brightness could definitely affect your mood and energy levels. I noticed that at 5 a.m. when we headed to the airport, it was already so bright it felt like mid-morning. Day 3. Exploring local foods and IKEA. On our last day, we had walked around the city, took the metro to explore different neighborhoods, and tried a mix of local and Asian foods. One of our meals was at a Chinese restaurant where we had 烤鱼, which is grilled fish. It was delicious and made for a nice change after all the seafood we'd been enjoying. We also made a quick stop at IKEA. Couldn't pass up the chance to visit one in its home country. IKEA in Sweden has a few items and styles that feel very authentic, and it was really fun to see where it all started. Overall, Stockholm isn't as expensive as I thought it would be, especially for food and hotel prices. We found it very affordable and enjoyed the change of scenery and culture. This trip was a perfect short break from our daily routine in Ireland, and I'd definitely recommend Stockholm for anyone looking for a summer city getaway. Reflections: the highlights and tips for visiting Stockholm. Highlights: Stockholm is a fantastic city for sightseeing, with its beautiful metro stations and island views. The food, especially seafood, is wonderful, and the city is extremely walkable. If you like cruises, Stockholm has great options for seeing the nearby islands. Tips: keep in mind that daylight hours are very long in summer, very bright well into the night, so blackout curtains or an eye mask can help you sleep. Stockholm's metro is also a must-see for anyone who loves art or wants great photos, as the underground stations are so uniquely decorated.